Emotional eating is something that I struggle with and something that I'm sure a lot of you do as well. I am the kind of person that when I'm stressed, I always find myself turning to food, and it's never good food either. It's because you get that instant hit of gratification. You know, the food acts as a really quick pick-me-up. You feel a little bit better, but it's only temporary because then the guilt kicks in. Ever since having my daughter about 2 years ago, I've become really conscious of my own relationship with food and how that impacts me and how it impacts her. It really shook me one day when she was upset, she was crying. I asked her what was wrong and she said, "I'm upset. A yogurt will make me feel better." That really hit me because obviously I have been subconsciously reinforcing this behavior in her, and it's not something that I want for her because it's something that I still struggle with daily, every day. But I've never been aware of how I was doing it until I seen my mum with her. My daughter was upset. My mum said, "Come on, we'll get you a snack and it'll make you feel better." I realized that this relationship I have with stress and eating, it's a learned behavior. It is something that I picked up as a kid, and like I said, that is something I don't want for her. So now I make the conscious effort not to use food as a crutch for my emotions or for hers. I'm just going to list a couple of things that I have found help me deal with my stress and not turn to food so often. So indirectly, first of all, I found that using MyFitnessPal actually really helps. It keeps me accountable, and I'm less likely to overeat or bulge on junk when I know I have to record it and that people can see that. And eating regularly is another thing that really helps because before I had the mindset that less is more. So I was only eating about 1,000 calories a day if I'm lucky. Now I'm eating about 2,100 a day. So when I do get that urge, it's not as strong because I'm already satisfied with everything else that I've been eating throughout the day. The other thing I do when I do feel the urge to binge because I'm stressed is I'll FaceTime my family. So my mum, my sisters, my nephews. I'll give them a call. It acts as a distraction from why I was stressed in the first place, and it takes my mind off of wanting to eat junk. And it really just picks up my mood, so it makes me feel a whole lot better. But the number one thing that has definitely helped replace my emotional eating is exercise. So when I do feel like I'm getting stressed, I will try to do some sort of exercise. Usually it's just go out for a walk, get outside, do a bit of yoga, do some squats, do some burpees, anything that just gets your heart rate up. It really helps improve my mood. It brings me back to a calm state of mind. The exercise, it triggers that release of endorphins in the brain. So it's like the food, but without the guilt. Therefore, you end up feeling a whole lot better rather than just binging on something. So exercise is definitely my go-to now when I am stressed. So yeah, these are just a few things that I try to do to help me deal with my stress and my emotional eating. Hopefully something in here has resonated with you and it will help you with the struggle of emotional eating.